Hi. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, what you, what you looking for today, huh? Hmm? Yeah. You're looking for a remedy for Ube Brain? Well, I can do that. I can do that. Not hard. At all. At all. Not hard at all. That's nothing. Let me just set this cup down. So. Pardon. I'm a little under the weather myself. So. Ube Brain. Got it. Okay. So I'm going, since it is confirmed, you did get this confirmed by a witch doctor, right? Yes? Yes, okay. Okay, so you did get it confirmed by a witch doctor, and they referred you to me. Okay. So, what I'm going to be doing, as the foremost skunky potion seller in the land, in the void, I'm going to be taking a few of these tinctures, tonics, and other aromatics that I have here, and I'm going to be whipping up a little sleep aid remedy for you. Now, the best way to combat Ube Brain is sleep. That's the best way to do it. Now, that being said, Ube Brain can make it a little hard to sleep. So, like I said, I'm going to be mixing a little potion. It's going to be very aromatic. It's going to be nice to smell. It's going to be nice to taste. And then what you'll do is, when you go home, after this experience, you will take a sip of the potion, and then you will lie down very still, very quiet, and you'll just drift off to sleep. Okay? So, let's get started. Now, first, we're going to add a little base ingredient. Now, I have this little tin of just healing lozenges, basically. I mean, you could call them pills, you could call them potions, but that's neither here nor there what the terminology actually is for it. So, I'm just going to take one of these. And we're just going to put that in the cup. We're just going to take this nice little cup and just there. Alright. Now, I'll set that back off to the side. I have this other tin. Now, I'm almost out of these, so you're actually really lucky that you came in when you did. So, I'm going to take some of these. I'm going to just dump these into my mortar and pestle that I've got right here. And I'm just going to grind them up. Into a nice little powder. Sorry. Alright. Now I'm just going to take a pinch of that. And we're just going to add that into the cup. Just a tiny pinch. Into the cup. Now then, we're going to start with the liquids. Now, don't ask what most of these are. I could not tell you. Honestly, most of them, even if I wanted to. All I know is what they do. Now, this first one is just one of the aromatics. Now, it's going to help with dreaming. It's going to make sure you have, or it's going to help make sure you have good dreams. It's going to help make sure that you don't have any nightmares. No nightmares. None whatsoever. Because that oftentimes is part of the problem with Ube Brain. You know, can't stay asleep and get a full night's rest if you have a nightmare and you wake up from it, right? So, we're just going to take a little bit of this. Just a tiny, tiny amount. Into the cup it goes. Now, next, we have another aromatic. Now this one's gonna help with the actual falling asleep process. It's gonna make sure, well, it's really just gonna numb your body. That's why I say, wait till you get home. Because this right here, this is the reason why you should wait till you get home to take this, because it's going to numb your body, It's gonna make you feel a little drowsy, a little sleepy. So, I'm not going to add too much of this. Because, add too much and then you get sleep paralysis. And that's not fun. Alright. Just a few drops into the cup. And now for the final aromatic. This is just to make it smell better. This one's just to make it smell better. The other two are kind of, they're very earthy. And together they almost kind of smell like feet. So this is purely to make this smell better. Now, again, just gonna add a little bit. Just add a little bit, because this one's actually pretty strong scented. Set that off to the side. Now we're gonna get into the other things, because I've got a couple more things I need to put in. Now, it's not going to be much. It's not going to be much of either of these two things. So the first is this. Now, this is basically just an apple infusion, mainly for taste. It's nice, sweet. It's got a cinnamon flavor. It's got a couple other things in there, but I don't really remember what they are. So, gonna add a little bit of this. Just a little, not a lot. And then I have one other thing. Now this even I don't know what it is. I got it from the witch doctor, you know. He told me that it's very good for helping people sleep. And I took him at his word for it. And I haven't had any complaints yet. So we're just gonna add a tiny bit. Just a teeny bit like that. There. Now I'm gonna mix it all up, because it does require a little bit of a stir. Alright. Now, I'm gonna give you this. You take that right there. And like I said, just take a small sip when you get home. It's going to make you feel relaxed. It's going to make you feel lighter than air. And it's going to make you feel very sleepy. So, like I said, wait till you get home. And I hope you have a very restful night. If that's all, then I wish you well. I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams.